All right, y'all. I am doing this. I'm holding myself accountable. I've been saying this for like the past like year or two. I'm gonna say year and a half slash 2 years. So we're doing this. Starting. I'm gonna start a vlog on YouTube, just videotaping my workouts and my routines and my journey throughout it. I slash my trainers going forward, we're going to work on putting on some muscle. I have been working the past 4 years on regaining my strength after a spinal cord injury back in 2021. I am partially paralyzed. I have an incomplete spinal injury. My L1 was fractured, L2 completely just shattered. So I have a fusion from T11 to L3. You know, we have our ups and downs, but it's all right. We're moving and grooving, so we're happy about it. Some of my limitations from there, I can't flex my calves or anything. I can't go on my toes, so I can't do any quick bursts of movement when it comes to speed of walking and gait and things like that. So yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna get in there. Hopefully, find a space to warm up and kind of just talk through the warm up routine. I might look a little crazy in there. Do I care? If I had a pie chart, it would be majority no, because I'm a personal trainer and I personally love this. So, and the other like 30 to 40% is like, they might think I have schizophrenia. I don't know, but we shall see. Yeah, soon I'll have some music going, so that'll be fun too. But as of now, we're going to listen to the music of the gym because my dog has decided to chew on my headphones. Anyways, let's get it. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay, but it is busy. Anyways, I don't know if you guys can see, but the water bottle matches the green, so that's cute. But I like to warm up my knees with this band. So I don't know what to really call these, knee extensions, whatever. But put this band through, and you pull it back until there's enough tension on that leg where it naturally pulls it forward. And from there, you're just straightening out that leg. So we're just warming up the muscles around the knee since we're using, we're doing legs today, but it's going to be a quad focus day. So I want to make sure that my knees are warm and ready. Specifically this left one, since a lot of weight goes on that leg. So I try and think about not blocking that out, and also just being weary about how it feels. And then for my right side, obviously, well, not obviously, but on my right side, I'm thinking about shifting the weight so that they can alleviate some off the left. So I do this about twice through, and then do a Spanish squat right after. So this one, warming up and thinking about why I joined this gym. So this gym is really cool. It's smaller, but it's more personalized. It's a private gym. You have to scan a key fob to come in, but it's 24 hours. But it's heavily like bodybuilder competition environment, and I want to get into that realm to just challenge myself. So I figured, since I've been talking about it for about 2 years, might as well be about it because, yeah. So we're on that journey. So we're going to build some muscle, and then we're going to shed it, seeing how we feel. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a continuous thing, but it's definitely something that I like to explore and go from there. I should have been counting, but I'm not. So I kind of just go when I'm warm, but as time goes on, I will count. I go to about, say, 12 to 15 reps. One more on my right. And then after this, we're gonna go straight into a Spanish squat. Hopefully I can do that with the bar right there. If not, I'll readjust. When you're doing these two, try and think about, well, if you try these, if you aren't doing them already, try and think about keeping that leg on a straight path. Sometimes when I'm not really thinking about it, my knee will kind of stray, and you want to be intentional with your movements just to really get, the results that you're wanting. All right. From there, I do this about twice as well. Do about a 20-second hold. I back up till there's enough tension to pull me forward. I try and sit that back, sit into a squat. The biggest thing I'm focusing on at that point is trying to make sure that my legs don't cave in, my knees don't cave in, and that I am pushing through my feet evenly, both my legs, activating the core. Kind of a lot to think about. And sometimes when you get into fitness, that's something that people don't realize is that there's a lot that goes into like correct form and fitness and things like that. And everything is a little bit different depending on body type. So anyways, that'll be a topic for a different day. I didn't count for this one, but we're gonna go for 10. All right, I'm done with that band. I'm gonna pop this bad boy back over just in case anybody needs it. So BRB. All right, we are gonna squat first. Okay. So we are going to do some warm-up squats because I forgot my little knee brace. Well, not knee brace, but a little compression sleeve. And it just helps my left knee. Anyways, I use these little heel slants because since I'm unable to get onto my toes, I want to try and distribute weight evenly within my foot while I squat. So then I decided I might as well get these heel slants so then I can give my foot the chance to know what that feeling is like, and then I can adjust my weight from there. We'll see if the 30 is too ambitious, but I just go from there. So I like to kind of go through the movement first without weight so then I can adjust my feet, because clearly right there I have an issue with my left foot wanting to come up, my left toe wanting to come up, and so trying to really focus on keeping that bad boy down. That means I have to lean a little bit forward because I have longer femurs, and so to distribute weight better, my torso needs to go forward so I can actually use the full foot. If my left foot doesn't chill out, we're gonna stick to a pretty lightweight. So let's see how this goes. Move this cane slightly to the side. This will come down a little more. Just my little blicky blokes. They're not mine, but Whoop. little too forward on that one. Sometimes I'll get a little too ambitious and I'll go too high up on the slants when weight gets involved. It's not for sure 6. A little bit. Sometimes if I put my weight weight, when I'm able to drive more with both legs. Okay, so we're definitely gonna stick with that after review. There's a couple where I was dipping my hips a little bit, where I need to focus on keeping my, pelvis in place, not let it kind of be loosey-goosey, and having my right foot slightly behind works, being able to drive the right leg to help out the left. So then once I come up, I'm not leaning to the left, I'm able to come up straighter. And so maybe on the third set, I'll be brave enough and do a front facing one. Okay. All right. Right here. A little bit. We are very sneaky. Alright. I'm gonna get this last one. Facing the mirror. Y'all can see my knees. Shimmy and shake. So again, I was saying in the warm-up, thinking about your knee pass. I'm trying to think about the same thing when I squat. Since my function is a lot different, I have to be very mindful of where I'm putting the weight, where I'm bracing and things like that, since my back as natural as it was, and same with my legs, since some things are kind of off. With the crash, my right side is more affected, so that's why I'm focusing on strengthening the right side so that I'm helping the left. The left wasn't as affected. You might have noticed I have a brace on the right side, and that's because I have drop foot. And so all the brace does is just holds that foot up, So I don't know if everybody knows that. I don't know that, but Alright. Here we go, up close and personal. This will help me in the sense of making sure I'm in the line. Oh God, I didn't mean to fingerprint the mirror. Ooh, that was ugly, but we did it. Look at it, did it. Gross. Alright, I'm gonna put this bad boy back. Alright. I love and semi-hate, but mostly love this machine because it's just such a great builder and you're able to hit all three, well, you have four in there because it's quad, four muscles. Anyways, you're able to hit all like three visible heads, I should say. So we're gonna go for 6 reps here. We're gonna go for 2 forward, 2 in, and then 2 pointing outwards so I can hit all visible 3. We're trying to get that definition. We're gonna shoot for 8 to 10. Again, being mindful about the knees, mindful about the right side, and that will determine whether we move high up in weight or not. We're starting with 110 or so. So here we go. Make sure anytime that you're doing a workout or an exercise, make sure that you brace that core just so you can help that back, whereas the core and back work together. So here we are. Forward first. Keeping the back on that pad, not arching, not overarching. If you're overarching in things, then that means that you need to change your weights. So, anyways, thinking about full range, and I'm trying my best to control the weight as best I can and not let momentum and gravity take the best away. I'm gonna go for 2 more. We're gonna check this on a bit. So, this is so much to unpack here. I'm gonna start this vlog, but while we're waiting, I played high school football. For those who are new of learning me, hi, my name is Kristen. Maybe I should have started with that if I didn't. Well, I won't kick my butt more than I thought. Anyways, when I was in high school, I played for my high school team. I was our kicker for field goal and PATs. And for 3 years, I held first and second in our division. Very interesting time of my life, but very fun time nonetheless. But that gave me or presented me with some media attention when I was young, which was cool for me in the school. Anyways, we're upping this 15 pounds, 110, adding 15. We can do max 125. Here we go. We're not just muscles here. So pause on the high school story. Back to the workout. When I'm doing this, or For me, I have a tendency to really get too tense in my upper body, mostly my neck. So when I do these, I try and focus on opening my chest, keep that chest open, bracing that core the whole time. Right, going for one more. Yes. All right, we're gonna try a different angle. Not all the time. Not all the time when I do these videos. Oh god, I realize I gotta get down here. Not all the time when I do these videos, am I gonna be a chatty Cathy. I'm gonna just say that right now. I just feel kind of chatty today. Anyways, going back to the high school story, that's a little bit about me. I was very athletic when I was younger. I'm only 26. And so yeah, so I played football for 3 years. Soccer was my main sport. Did that for 13 altogether. Volleyball, track, and horseback riding. So yeah, now we're gonna focus on pointing our toes inwards to really focus on our inner head energy's going down. So yeah, I'll get muscles in there in a bit. If anything, I might do a little overview of whatever. We're gonna try and get like a good shot of the quads here, but if it's not bad, then if it's bad, then we're gonna flip it. Staying at the same weight. Upper body's up, neck is relaxed. So for my right leg, this is a lot harder. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good.
For my right, it's a lot harder because I don't have a lot of function in that foot. As I was kind of chiming into earlier about the right side being more affected, I'm not able to dorsiflex. I dorsiflex on my right side whatsoever. So this movement is tough. One more. It's a lot, okay, like I was saying, it's a lot harder on my right side because since I can't dorsiflex, trying to move that toe in or that foot in is like impossible, but I still thought that counts. And that'll be a lesson or a different day that we talk about that, but it really is about perspective when it comes to anything in life. Getting over hurdles, success, failure, just any little challenge that we face. We're gonna have to think about the perspective that you take, and that'll then kind of determine the path that you're going down. I'm not gonna lie, when I was saying that, I kind of totally spaced out. I forgot what I was saying, so that's why there was such a long pause. All right, we're delaying. Here we go. Keep the toe in. Drive the heels. Open. One more scoop. Okay. Bye. I'll see you. The girl looks just like my cousin Connor. Alright, we're gonna try and hurry up because I'm running out of phone storage. I got toes outwards now. Keep focusing, girl. Anyway. This is going to be a little bit of a burnout. So we're just going to lock into it like I need my phone to lock into me. Alright, let's get it going. Going at 15. Wait, are we? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. We're going up, wait. 130, 15, 145, yep. We just added 20 pounds. Alright, here we go. Fix that math. I know how to count. This all wasn't all a result of 4 years. I will talk about that later. But thank you for joining me for my first lift.